the rich rural landscape that spreads out by the Kinokawa River. We benefit from this land and spend our daily lives. However, this landscape hadn't been around for a long time. Until about 300 years ago, this area was very poor land. Unless the land was cleared and rice paddies were made, the lives of people living here wouldn't enrich. One wise man stood up to help and protect the lives of the farmers and citizens of Wakayama. Ohata Saizo was born in 1642 in a village called Kamuro in Ito County of the Kishu Domain, which is now known as Kamuro Hashimoto City. Saizo's father was a village headman. Saizo was good at math from a very young age. By the age of 18, his talent was acknowledged and he got designated as an assistant village official. On behalf of his aging father, Saizo took over the job at 46, and after that, he began to work for the county office. And so, Saizo started teaching cultivation and continued to gain experiences such as supplying water to rice paddies. At the age of 55, he was promoted to an official of the Kishu Domain. At that time, the Kishu Domain was facing financial difficulties. The Lord, Tokugawa Mitsusada, aimed for an increase in the income of Nengumai, the rice paid as a land tax. In his first year, he surveyed the land of the domain thoroughly. Then, he thought about how to supply water to where it's scarce. His calculation ability was of great use. These kinds of detailed plans and calculations are one of the features of Saizo's methods. Unlike today, every civil engineering work was done by manpower. Hoes and plows were used to dig, and straw baskets were used to carry the dirt and rocks. The most important part of the construction was measuring, which is to measure the height of the land. To make the water flow as planned, this process was essential. Saizo invented this measurement equipment. You place a mark in the distance, measure the difference in height, and repeat this process. Based on this data, you make a gradual height difference of 1/3000th to 1/5000th. Thanks to Saizo's thorough preparation, this big project to build a waterway went smoothly. Due to Saizo's neat calculation, workers who took part in the construction received rice for their reward efficiently. The Fujisaki Waterway was also a big project of about 24 kilometers in length, which took a year from 1699 to complete. This largely contributed to turn the wasteland into rice paddies and to turn around the domain's financial situation. The most remarkable achievement of Saizo was the Odai Waterway. This project was ordered by Tokugawa Yoshimune, who became the new lord of the domain around that time. In 1707, Saizo started working for Izawa Yasobe and set about building the Odai Waterway. The Odai Waterway is the longest construction Saizo had ever worked on. He decided to divide the construction into 3 phases. As usual, Saizo measured the land, researched its landform, and considered how to irrigate. Husekoshi is a constructing method, which is now called the siphon method. In this method, you bury a wooden watercourse under the river and make water flow beneath. The most important and difficult point was the Tatsunotoi Waterway. There was a difference in height and hard rocks on both sides that it was very hard to dig. Usually, kakehi needs piers like this, but Saizo had an idea to make the best of this landform. By using the rocks on both sides, they were able to build a 30 meters bridge without a single pier. The first phase was 140 days and 21 kilometers in length, with a total of 100,000 people involved. The second phase was 100 days and 7 kilometers in length, with a total of 23,700 people involved. By the end of the second phase, Saizo was 68 years old. Despite his age, Saizo energetically participated in the construction. He had taken only a day off during the second phase. The Odai Waterway transformed the land famous for its terrible water supply into a vast paddy field. From the new paddy field, with an area of over 1,000 hectares, people were able to harvest a lot of rice. The 4 facilities of the Odai Waterway have since been repaired and are designated as the National Registered Tangible Cultural Properties. In October 2017, the Odai Waterway was registered as one of the World Heritage Irrigation Structures. Among all of Saizo's methods, Tatsunotoi is outstanding. It was so perfect that there was no need to make changes to the position or height of the bridge in the later years. In a time when there were no maps or machines like today, we again realized the high level of construction methods and measuring skills developed by Saizo. Saizo devoted his life to construct the waterway, but eventually he retired due to old age. Before seeing the completion of the Odai Waterway with his own eyes, Saizo passed away at the age of 79. The third phase of the construction was completed a few years later, followed by Saizo's methods. Later, the domain lord Yoshimune became the 8th shogun of the Edo shogunate. To put the shogunate's finances back on track, he ordered Izawa Yasobe to develop new rice fields and became known as the Rice Shogun. Yasobe used one of the Saizo's construction methods called the Kishuryu method and did a great job developing new rice paddies in the Kanto area. From his diaries and writings, such as the Saizo Diary and the Jikata no Kikigaki, we can see that Saizo was also a person of agriculture and valued the lives of farmers. In the rice fields of the Kihoku Plain, located along the Kinokawa River, the spirits of Saizo and people at that time are still alive.